You'll be shocked what some people are saying about Igboho's beginning of Yoruba nation agitation, like the insecurity is not enough cause to begin it. For starters, yesterday we saw President Muhammadu Buhari tell the whole of Nigeria that, state policing to end insecurity is not an option. And people are wondering, your central policing is not working. It tells you very much that this man is enjoying what is going on or has a hand in it in some way or some form. Because any man that truly knows that things are falling apart will look for every option to ensure that these things come to an end, whatever capacity. And if, bringing up local vigilante, state policing, each state having their own police will be able to curb this, then I think that's a welcome phenomenon and a very good idea. However, for instance, this man does not want, for instance, the East to prevent the Fulanis from coming in. And that's why when the governor of Imo State agreed that he will offer Imo State, at a platter, he was quick to use the Supreme Court to say he's the governor of Imo. So there's a lot of mishap going on in the country. Let's get all the details. Insecurity of Yoruba land, Igbo's excuse for beginning Yoruba nation agitation, is unjustifiable. Can you believe that? In the light of the New Year celebration, Chief Adeyemo, a popular Yoruba nation agitator, has released his 2022 New Year message with vital revelations of what has inspired his agitation this and stated that insecurity was part and parcel. He started the message by alleging that he was not at war with the federal government of Nigeria or the president of the Federal Republic at all. Igboho's overturned revelation, what he termed the genesis of his agitation for Yoruba nation. In the message, he says the genesis of his section agenda was the insecurity level in Ibarapa land and other locations in Yoruba land. He expressed that innocent farmers were hacked to death and kidnapped by criminal headsmen in Yoruba land. And guess what? Nobody's saying nothing. From the local to the state and to the federal, it felt like nothing was going on, yet people were dying in their numbers and our farms were being depleted of farmers. He further called on the government to put an end to the killing and kidnapping in the southwest of this year 2022. Why many justify his right for peaceful protest. Some totally condemn, the North totally condemn the fact that he began Yoruba nation agitation because of the insecurity level in Yoruba land. For their own judgment, they said the term the genesis of the agitation, they said is indeed unjustifiable, and that's why they don't want President Muhammadu Buhari to do anything about his release. Why the insecurity is a reason for the region to be sectioned, it's not really justifiable according to some northern elders. In complaints saying the north is suffering more insecurity as the north cried that they want out of Nigeria. Rather, they are looking for profile ways and means to ensure that insecurity come to an end. That is what any well-meaning Nigeria should do. Work with the government to bring to an end insecurity. The North has faced more several attacks from there is the bandits to unknown gunmen and lots more. Yet their fate is still hangs on the unity of Nigeria and remains stronger. Just a few days ago, Castina government declared its support for the citizens to acquire arms for themselves and defend themselves. However, he did not say that Nigeria should be divided. So the North is saying to Igboho that they don't understand why he started the Yoruba nation. If for nothing, they don't see the reason why he had to go in that regard. They feel that he shouldn't have gone that way. He should have allowed things, to be the way they are. Rather, he should have worked with the government. Excuse me, does the government have an ear? I feel they have other organs of the body, but the ear is what's missing. And what is the purpose of the ear? To listen, to understand, to communicate. It's a communication tool, so much so that no matter how much the mouth speak, if you have not got any ear, you will not be able to hear. The mouth can blab from morning until night fall. But if the ear is out of place, nothing will come out of it. So when we say that Igboho has no rights, the North is suffering more, it's because the North is enjoying what is going on. To a large extent, if the North really wants this thing to come to an end, they will rise up. Just a few shaken, a few people rose up and says, no, let us protest this insecurity and let us say it is not acceptable. Guess what? Just a little, fear of them being cornered and being, harassed. What did we see? They quickly drew back to their shell, because the truth of the matter is, if you want something that is unjustifiable to come to an end, you must work at it. There is a place called also sacrifice. It may not be comfortable. These people were causing not small harm, not small harm. I mean, the harm is unimaginable with all that is going on. Yet the federal government said there is no need for them to say they want out. The East is also, and beg your pardon, the North is also facing insecurity. As the North says that Nigeria should divide. Listen, guys, everybody reacts to things differently. And when this whole thing was going on, the federal government was mute, as if it was not understanding the plight of the people. What are we talking about? We saw that immediately Akeredolu said, all Fulani herdsmen should leave Ondo forest. Immediately, we did not know that the presidency was hearing what was going on. You need to see the uproar. It was, President Muhammadu Buhari, I beg your pardon, is not the one ruling to a large extent, because those who are ruling are the one responding in terms of when there needs to be a response. We saw Garuba Shehu rose up and sent a message to a democratically elected governor, okay, a lawyer at that matter, who knows his onions around that Paris, that he has no rights to say the Fulanis should leave the forest. But excuse me, sir, you know that the Fulanis are the one killing people in the farms, destroying lives and property, destroying money worth of millions. But you haven't said anything. In the same Ondo state, we saw a first-time monarch being murdered. The news went round. But guess what? The presidency never sent even condolence or spoke in that light and said, this has happened. What can we do? But you can see that the Fulanis are well protected. They know it, and that's why they threw the tantrum. Leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. God bless you. Have a lovely and a fantastic day. Bye for now.